Hello YouTubers. Well, I've had my break and pretty well ready for Christmas, and I've got rid of all my commitments I had that kept me busy and away from YouTube, so I think it's time that I updated you a bit. I suppose at this time of year we all think back to the previous year or the year that's just gone and reflect on what's happened, and well, so much has happened to Grandad it would be difficult to know quite where to start, but there's a lot of controversy going on in YouTube at the moment as to where it is going, and that it's not the same as it used to be, and I don't really know what all those arguments are about, but for me YouTube has been a wonderful year, and I think the main thing that I find so enjoyable is the fact that I and so many other people seem to have made real true friends. We see people actually meeting up now, arranging meetings all over the world where they're getting together, and I personally have made many friends, and for me that's the main joy of being a blogger on YouTube. One of the first friends I made last year was Michael, known to you as on YouTube as Argentian009, who is a very misunderstood person. He stood up for all of us when there was a lot of hatred thrown at us, and in the process got a lot of hatred thrown at him. I'm very grateful to him. He is a very nice friend. You would not know a lot about him, but he's a very educated man. He's a doctor of philosophy, has degrees in other subjects. He's a highly educated man, very erudite, very able to speak, and of course a great computer expert, and he's been a great help for me as he's helped me through little computer problems. And the main thing which he has done for me is to set up and administer my website, and so that was a wonderful thing that happened this year, and something that I suppose many people have websites, but I enjoy mine, and it is there that I can talk perhaps more openly or humorously even, possibly sometimes, than I would want to do to the whole world. And although I don't know how many people have signed up to it, I suppose I could get the figure, but I was speaking to him today, and he said that in the last 3 months we've had 2 million hits on the site, so a lot of people do visit it, and if you care to, I would encourage you to do so, because we do some podcasts on there, which I believe if you've subscribed to iTunes, you can get on iTunes as well. But let's leave that aside really, because it's friends, and I may get into a lot of trouble over this, because one of the things that I've done this year is to get involved with the Zimmers, and through that make my own record together with other people, and I'm going to put up a short video of the song, and hope that I don't get into trouble. As I understand it, it won't be released until 2008, so I might be in dead trouble, but I'm taking a chance, and the reason I'm doing that is that it's a lovely song called Old and Wise, and it does reflect on this point about getting old and having friends, so it's very appropriate for this little video. So that's something that I have done, and of course a lot of people who are in the music business, they're very familiar with recording studios and everything that goes on, but here am I, an 80-year-old granddad, and it's all very new to me and very exciting. I think it was, oh, I don't know, about last January that I first uh, decided that I would accept some media attention, having refused it for a long time. And I think the first thing I did was with the BBC on the Money programme. And interestingly enough, it was at that time, a long while ago, that they themselves were looking into where YouTube was going and how it was going to affect the entertainment business, and where television companies and other media entertainment formats would figure in the world. But we've seen YouTube grow quite a lot, and of course every business must make their decisions as to how they're going to move forward. In business, if you stand still, it's exactly the same as going backwards. So they have to make their decisions, and if they make the right ones, all will be well for them, and if they don't, then they won't prosper. And it was through that contact with the BBC that I was invited to take part in one of the 3 programmes that the BBC did called Power to the People, the last of which was looking at the plight of old people. And then the idea came up to form a band of many old people and make this record called My Generation, which was terrific fun, and went extremely well. It got quite well up in the charts, and was an extraordinary venture. And of course, for me and the others to be involved with Abbey Road and the people there was a wonderful experience. So the whole year went very well as far as that was concerned. And then, of course, being part of the Zimmers band, well, then so much has happened after that. I don't know, visits all over the world, really, not always with me, but I was invited, I think it was this month, when we went over to Munich and were involved in a program by ZDF television that went out to 12 million people, I believe, and we had a wonderful reception, and we performed very well, and everybody was so friendly and nice. And I'd just like to tell you one little, what I think is a very moving story about that visit. And it really is something that has absolutely made my Christmas wonderful. After the show, there was an after-show party, which was very grand, with this whole variety of food and wines and everything free, and there was, of course, the obligatory music, which they didn't play sort of disco music, but quite loud music, and a dance floor. And it was so nice that all of the producers and everybody came and talked to us, and were so friendly. And so the party went on, and I think we went to bed about 4 a.m. and the next day we were being collected to go to the airport at 10:30, and we were all sitting around in the lounge waiting for our transport, when we were approached by what I suppose was a teacher, together with 12 children. I guess their ages were about 8 to 10, I don't really know, but primary school children. And why they had come from Berlin, and why they had come to see the show, was because in Berlin there is a bridge over a river, which is in an area which is a recreational area for children, I believe, and on the walkway of this bridge are plaques embedded into the walkway in the shape of blue hearts, and they are hearts which represent people that the children of Berlin, I suppose, in particular, but maybe all German children, I don't know, who they have been inspired by or admired or in some way have influenced them. And we were then told that these children had come to see the show and that we, the Zimmers, were going to have a plaque embedded in this bridgeway, and so that was very moving and touching, and we were all tired, and I thought I was the only one who was nearly in tears, but when I spoke with all the others, everybody agreed that it was so moving. And so what a wonderful thing that is, with so much symbolism of bridging of generations perhaps, and education of children in Germany, in a country that had fought 2 world wars with us, and they had been brought up to, you know, move on, and they had chosen the Zimmers of all people to have this plaque put in the ground. So that was a very wonderful climax to the Munich visit, and a wonderful experience. This week, I don't know what year, I can't, last weekend, yes, we were all down at the BBC again when we were performing in a programme that will be going out on New Year's Eve, which is called, oh God, I've forgotten. Anyway, it's going out on BBC, and it's the Norton show. It's longer than his usual show, and of course that was the usual tiring business, but a lot of fun. And it's very nice to be in these studios, seeing on the day that you practice, I suppose is the word. Rehearse, that's the better word, isn't it? When you rehearse, when you can see all the other acts that are going to perform, and how they are arranging them, and how they're setting up the camera positions and the sound positions, and I find that very interesting. So all in all, there's so much more happening in 2008 for the Zimmers, and so Grandad has a wonderful and full life, and a life outside YouTube. But that doesn't mean that I won't still do my blogs on YouTube, because it's now part of my life. And as I said in the beginning, I have made so many friends, many of whom who have visited me, and many places that I have been, and even after Christmas, when I was in Munich, I met a YouTube friend who lives in Munich, has lived for 16 years, and she met me, and we had coffees and lunch together, and had a very nice time. And she's coming to London for Christmas, and she will come over to see me after Christmas, together with another YouTube friend from America, who does a sort of television show, who similarly is in London, and she's coming to visit me with her cameras and things, and pretty well all the time there are newspaper interviews and sometimes radio interviews and those sort of things. So Grandad has had a whole wonderful year, and I will be looking forward to similar activities next year, I hope, if my health holds up. And so I've run out of things to tell you, really, but I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to put a clip of my the video of my song on the end, and well, await results, really. When it does get released, then obviously I will tell you, and also tell you about other things that may be released. There will be an album produced of the Zimmers, and Alf has done his Firestarter video and song as well. So there's lots happening, but I've gone on far too long, and I must close now. But to wish you all a very happy Christmas holiday, and I'm sure I'll be seeing you all again very, very soon. But until then, goodbye. When I'm